Because they're being driven by the shadow, for crying out loud.
All right, Tessero.
Oh, jeez. What is there left to do here? Okay. So is going to do it. Is here. He already pulled those levers, right?
Yep.
There's no other levers there. Okay, yeah, and then he's gonna run down here. Oh, jeez. Okay. I guess he's gonna go up to this guard here and punch him in the crotch.
Oh, jeez.
At the perfect height, I guess.
All right. So just do a d20 plus strength and proficiency.
Oh, because I was making some tea.
Ooh, 2 plus 6.
I appreciate what Vic was trying to do. Yeah. Punching these guys over and over again might take a while. So where the action, the novelty was like, I liked it. Not exactly what I was looking for.
How much does unarmed do?
Do 1d4 plus strength. We'll call it improvised weapon.
I'm only punching until I get to my weapons.
Yeah, but I mean, there's like grappling, right? You could subdue these guys. You could run past them, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
after he
grapple
punches
anybody.
After he punches the guy in the crotch, Tessero runs through his legs. I think that's probably as far as I can go.
Okay, so you're running away from your weapons right now.
Damn it.
Tessero.
All right.
He's having trouble because he hasn't been stoned in a month.
He's gonna. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. He's gonna run down here then.
Okay. All right. So you hit him for 4 damage. Got it.
In the crotch.
In the crotch.
Maybe it's a little bit.
It hurts a lot. You hear a dong on his plate armor. All right, Burren. Let's make this interesting.
All right, I'll do my best. All right, I'm just gonna.
Burren can actually punch people.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go into old Battle Fury over here.
All right. How many Furies do you have now?
Like 5, 4, something like that. Run up to him. I'm going to whack him a couple times. I'm guessing those both hit, right?
They both hit, yes, correct.
And then I'm just going to keep on moving.
All right.
I'll provoke him. If he wants to swing at me, he can.
Yep, he will attack you. See if he hits. Armor class without.
Without.
Yeah, what's your armor add to you? I guess the better way to.
I think it's a 16 without.
Okay, he misses. Okay. All right, so Burren makes it past. So you can actually see your stuff still being processed on the tables down there. So your equipment's down there, Burren, I guess is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
All right. So the elite guard that you just ran past, he's going to actually turn around and provoke both from Morloman and from Riken and come down here, and he's going to try to, I guess he'll just attack you from behind. All right, so the first one is going to hit and do... So he hits you once for 7 damage from behind. All right, Zelindor?
So, my guy...
Wait, we get to attack him because he disengaged, right?
Yep, go ahead.
19.
Hit.
Okay.
And what do I roll to punch?
So, just do a d20, or you can use your dagger if you want,
Yeah, blunt end of my dagger.
or whatever. Just use your dagger, and we'll say it's non-lethal. All right. Yeah, obviously that's not his strong suit. All right, so Josh, just give me a damage, and we'll go right on to Zelindor. What were you asking, MJ?
Yeah. So, well, two questions. One, how far can I travel with a single move action?
So if you don't attack, you get twice your movement speed.
So, how far can I go?
Should say on your character sheet probably 35 or 30 or 35.
Wow, I rolled a 1. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Back to your old ways.
Yep.
So, can I just run by everybody?
You can, once you, they might get an opportunity attack if you run by somebody. You can squeak by a red number 1.
All right.
Number 2 will get an attack. But I mean, you guys have you're not like first level anymore. You guys have multiple hit points, right?
Yeah. He's not the strongest guy around. But okay. Oh, I'm running past him.
All right.
So I want to be down here. All right, but I do have to stop by here already. There you go.
So it's whatever have you been keeping track of your distance?
Yeah, so that's 20 and that's 40. But I get double, right? You said?
Yeah. So okay, so you can make it down there, and he missed you. So Zelindor is actually down there with his weapons now.
Yeah, man.
All right, so this elite guard is going to come over here to Tessero, and he will. Now this is where it's going to get interesting. He is going to. Let's see which. All right. Yeah, this makes the most sense. All right. I need both Tessero and Faradir to make a dexterity save. Oh, damn you guys. All right. So out of this elite guard's hand, some static electricity killed my mic, I guess. Sorry. So this elite guard in front of Tessero just ran down the hall, and this elite guard has a sword in one hand. He sticks out his hand with his other hand, and lightning arcs out of his hand and jumps across the hall from Tessero to Faradir and this Nildoran elf that's running by. Basically gets he gets flung into this wall, the wall next to it, and he sort of falls down, stops breathing, and you guys take 25 points of damage.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Which is, you both saved, so it would have been much worse.
Yep.
That was his turn. All right, Riken, you're up again. So you hear like this ginormous explosion behind you, and you recognize it. Well, actually, you probably don't recognize it. You've never seen magic like this before.
I got zapped by that once before.
Oh, you did. You have seen it once before, so you do
It did
recognize
40 damage to me that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty sweet.
You've never seen an elite guard do this.
Yeah, it's bullshit. The shadow. I'm telling you, these guys are.
All right, so it's your turn.
So I don't remember how this worked. Do you remember how those boots worked?
You don't have the boots on, right?
Oh, that's right. They have them. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna book it. I'm booking it to the stuff.
All right, Riken. When you just show me where you go, are you running down there with the Zelindor?
Yes, probably, yeah, because it looks like Burns tied up with this guy, so I'm probably just going to run along. How far is this drop off? I can just jump off it, right?
You can jump off of it, yeah. And he takes a shot at you but misses. Since we're at the top of the order again, he gets another reaction. So when you get down there, I want to give you... remember how in chat today I said since you switched up to your character, I'd give you a different magic item?
Yeah, but I didn't tell you what I wanted to be. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I made the executive decision. So
that's fine.
You see this amongst your things.
Oh yeah, I'll pick that up. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm very excited now.
And your bow is gone. You think maybe the elves who love archery made off with it or something.
I don't even feel bad about it.
All right. So that's your turn, right?
Yep, I'm all done.
Right.
My stuff.
Can I get a Zelendor and Riken to do another perception check down there?
Which one? Which button is that one?
Under all skills.
All skills. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay.
I get advantage on this perception rolls.
All right, Riken and the Zelendor both. You guys next to the we'll say back over here, back behind this. We'll say there's a bell over here that this guy was ringing.
Mhm.
There's also another like a lever on the wall.
Mm.
A couple levers actually.
Huh. Do we see anything that lets us know what they might be or anything like that? Do we have any idea what they might be?
Zelendor recognizes the Elven script.
Can I read it?
Yeah, one of them it says magic, and the other says doors.
All right, sweet. Found the magic light switch.
Well, that was
Yeah.
easy.
Can we? We can't flip those yet, but we'll do that. We'll be doing that soon, I assume.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
All right, who's next?
All right, I'm up. So I'm going to get over there and flip the lever, but to get there, I run up. How tall is the wall?
Oh my god, that's right. Let's say probably the ceiling is like a good 12 feet tall.
12 feet. Well, that's not going to work. That would have been cool, though. I'm just going to run by lead guard number 2 and en route to the lever.
All right. Okay, so he hits you for 3 damage on the way by.
And then I flip the lever.
Can you make it all the way to the wall?
Where was I?
No, it's
No.
just out of range.
Can I throw something at it?
No, you have to wait till your next turn. All right, Faraday, you're up.
Wait, did he move twice or once?
He's moved once.
I'll move all the way to it, even though someone's there first.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna move 30.
All right, you're gonna get attacked. All right, you missed.
Okay, and then I'm gonna
Sorry,
survey the room.
This guy's used like 3 reactions. You got to remind me. He doesn't have any more
you can only do
reactions.
one, right?
Yeah.
So what do I see in the room?
So in the room, you see your equipment. There's the bell the guy was ringing. Some other sort of mundane items that they've collected from people, and then there are the switches on the wall, which you can read as well. You see that some of them are like the levers up above that open cell doors. One of them says magic, whatever that means. Although from your laughing, I have a guess that you've guessed what it does.
Okay. So I can switch some of the triggers. I mean, let's see. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is pick up my sword.
Okay.
I like that sword.
Yeah, Anguaro. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And then, just like a video game, I instantly step into my armor.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
No problem.
Sweet.
Yep. Just kidding. So, sorry, was there a switch that looked like it would get us out of here?
No. I mean, there's
I dropped
one.
off for a second. So
Yeah, there's some switches that look like they open cell doors, and there's one that looks like if there's some sort of there's obviously some sort of anti-magic field going on in here.
it doesn't affect the guards for some reason.
I didn't say that. Just because he cast a
I didn't say
spell,
that.
there's a limit to the there's like an aura, right? Like so obviously this the other elite guard was either outside of the aura or something.
Where he cast such a powerful spell that
Yeah, turn it off so that he can fry us to death the next time.
that seems good.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to use their magic?
I would guess a lot of people would like to.
Yeah, I don't
All right,
actually have a weapon.
I'll flip the switch.
I'd like to not use my dagger anymore.
All right, yeah, all right. So you guys, especially like what's the bard's name? Okran. Okran, you've been here for a long time, and you like none of your songs have really done. Haven't been as potent, you know.
Yeah, man.
So you feel like suddenly more potent. What you like? What you like?
Morning.
Yeah, flip that other one and get her out of the cell quick.
Yep.
All right. So this Nordorn elf down here, blue number 1, is going to engage with this elf that you let loose, Vic.
Yeah.
The number 1.
John, your fodder.
So elite guard number 1 is gonna up above here. Oh, sweet. He is going to. Okay, so he casts a spell. Let's see here. All right, so behind you, who's there? It looks like Burren. Behind you, Burren, you hear. I'll just draw it. It actually goes. Oh shoot! It doesn't go all the way across. He's going to draw it. He's going to draw it this way. So he puts like you hear like loud wind all of a sudden rushing behind you.
A wind wall. Right?
You think so? Yeah. Oh, it can be 50 feet long. Never mind. It's 15 feet high. So he's actually gonna put across this whole entrance here.
Dibs.
All right, cool. That's his turn. Okran.
All right. I'm feeling magical. All right. So I'm going to flick some levers. Oh, wait. These are only for the upper ones, and I already flicked those levers, so I got to come down here. And what I'm going to do...
I mean, you guys can yell to him, hey, there's some levers in here, right? Like, if you want to communicate.
Oh, and where they are, there's levers?
Yeah.
Hey, there's
Okay.
some levers.
All right, so...
What if I just
20.
turn the magic lever back off and then the...
Oh, I can get right in there if I dash. That's what I'm going to do then.
What's this wind thing then?
Oh, there's a wind
Okay.
thing there?
Yeah.
You weren't listening, so let's just do
No, I
it.
didn't. God.
All right, so make a strength save.
All right. I'm just going to be thrown on my ass because I'm a gigantic pussy. Saves, all saves. Is there all saves? All saves. No.
All right, you
On his
actually
ass.
you don't take much damage. Let me see here.
Do I get through or am I thrown back?
All right, so a wall of strong wind rises from the ground. Let's see. You take 9 damage. Let's see. I'm going to say you can actually push through it, though.
Disheveled?
Yeah. Yep.
Does it clean like all the grease and stuff from my hair though?
Yeah.
Make his hair look
That's
better.
why I did it.
Here's a mess.
Awesome.
All right, Tessero, so you got this guard in front of you who just zapped you.
Okay. We can use the magic now, though, right?
You don't really know. You
Go
think
ahead.
you get this tingling in your
And you're,
some
you know,
magic sachet. You think maybe?
all right. Okay, Tessero is going to Alright, he's gonna disengage this guy. Run here.
All right.
Run up to this person in the cell and be actually he's going to when he as he's running back he's gonna cast entangle on this guy right there.
Number 2.
Yeah, well in that area ish.
Okay, go ahead and
Where is
cast it.
Tangle? Jeez, there's so much stuff here.
Strength save.
Yeah.
All right.
20 foot square.
So go ahead and draw it. All right. He rolled a 20. What's the DC? What's your...
I'm not gonna be that high.
Oops.
20 is probably a success.
Right, that wasn't a square.
That's fine. That's fine.
They did not make a square.
All right. So
What did I do wrong there? Okay, whatever.
he seems to like sort of rip himself free of it.
Jeez.
All right, Burren, you're up.
All right. So you said this is like a wall of wind, right? I went to the bathroom, so I missed this part.
Yeah.
Oh, well, after that, though, he Tessero runs here. Sorry.
Okay.
It's also still difficult terrain, just to keep track of that for everyone.
Technically, it's difficult terrain.
Yes.
All right. So I'm just gonna whack this dude twice in front of me. Then I'm gonna run down here and get my stuff.
Oh, damn. All right, so do a strength check.
Strength check or save?
Or save, sorry.
That unarmed damage, though.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, so you bloody this dude as you're pummeling him, and you manage to. All right, so you take. Let's see, was that half damage?
Yeah, I get half of whatever it is.
Yeah, let me see here. I gotta re-roll it.
Did you just punch that guy and take off?
I'll get my weapon. It's fucking really
Bam,
locked
bam,
on.
fuck you, guy.
And he can attack me too, by the way.
I think I've done enough reaction attacks. Even if this is a different round, I'm going to let you go on that one.
Okay.
Let me just be here. Successful save, half as much damage. Yeah. Okay. So you take. Sorry, I'm just figuring out some of these things again, guys. The next session will go a little bit smoother. But you take 7 bludgeoning damage. That's already halved. So if you take another half of that because you're raging or whatever, go ahead and do that.
Okay. So we round down right now, right? We said.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. But it is his turn, so he's actually not going to run through. He comes right up to blue number 2 comes right up to the wind wall, and he sees you guys sort of collecting your items, and he whistles, and he heads back this way.
I was like, I know I look much better now. You don't have to whistle. Oh, easy there, pal.
All right, and it's Zelindor's turn.
Yeah, question. Is that our wind? Is it our wind wall, or did somebody else? Did we cast that, or did they?
They did.
They did. All right. So that's what I thought. All right. So I can use this thing, freedom of movement, and I just posted it. And basically, I can touch somebody, and they can go right through the difficult terrain. So I mean, it'd take forever. I mean, I think I run out of.
Yeah, so you'd still have to do a strength check and possibly take damage, but you wouldn't be hindered by the difficult terrain. This wall is actually like 15 feet thick or high, I think. I don't know how thick here. Let me see here. It's 1 foot thick. So they could get through it with no trouble, but they'd still take damage.
So is somebody casting this? In the sense that, like, if we stop them, the wall will go away.
Yeah, it's probably a concentration spell.
Concentration.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be one of them, yeah. All right. Well, I can start getting us out, I guess, if somebody wants to go out there and start bashing on them.
Yeah, as soon as I get my stuff, I'm down. I don't know if we really need it though. I mean, I only took 3 damage going through it. I have 114 hit points.
All right. I mean. Unless somebody wants to go, I can go back through. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I just didn't know if somebody wanted it to move back through.
I'm good on mine.
All right. So let's stick with them.
Hey, Max, is your entangle spell? I'm assuming you're still concentrating on it, probably, right? But does he have to make another strength save to get out of this?
It's actually not. Wait.
It says concentration up to a
Yeah, never mind. I was reading the wrong one.
I feel like it should be at the start of his turn. He has to make another one, but maybe not. It doesn't say it in the spell.
All right. Well, I'll just let's figure that out for next time.
All right. So I'll do actually the same thing. I'll cast Entangle on these two. Oh yeah. How do I ping the map?
I click and hold.
Say blue 2 or red 1.
Oh yeah. 1 and 2 then. So let's see. Yeah, so we'll do the same thing on those two guys. We'll try to trap them before they start to run away.
So you want them to stay here or no?
Yes. I don't know. The guy whistled and was running away. I just thought maybe he was trying to go get friends or something, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely. So draw that square. You can do that with the draw shape or freehand. You can freehand it. That's fine.
20 feet there. Okay. Oh, I can draw shapes. It's pretty handy. Yeah, it's not the biggest one. All right, there we go. Okay. Do I have to roll for it?
No, I have to roll for it. All right. So did you cast the spell? You did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me read yours.
It's a little small by half, so we'll extend it up a little bit bigger here.
Okay, so this is to restrain you.
It's 20 by 18. That's good enough.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's just do that now. All right. So number 1 does not look to be restrained. And what is your spell DC? Hey, Nimj, what is your spell DC?
Oh, sorry. Let's see. Save spell DC?
Yeah, so it's under.
Should be 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom. Should be listed somewhere.
Yeah, so it's on your spell tab. It's up at the 16. Top, so it's 16. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the second guy, so number 2 is restrained.
That was the dude who was running.
All right. So number 2, gonna try to get away. And for now, I'll just have him do another strength roll. He pushes through it, so he's gonna run basically over to the stairs and head down. Okay, Riken, you're up.
All right, dude. What's the plan? Are we getting out of here now? Are we going up?
So you're going. So up is away from the exit. Up is where the stone was kept.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are we gonna go up and try to see this through, or are we gonna? I mean,
Investigate it, you mean?
what's the green one again?
The green one, same thing. Entangle.
Okay, cool. So there's two of these. Will they affect us if we're trying to get out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have no way to get out of here at the moment.
All right, so that wasn't the best idea. I was like, I'll do one step. I only did one of them.
Can we just stop concentrating on them?
Yes, you can.
Or yeah, okay. I guess I'm kind of like looking to everybody else like what's our plan? Are we going to go try to figure out what's going on here, or are we going to flee?
Let's get the hell out of here. We're not even supposed to be here.
I think the stone is gone, so I don't think we're going to find it, but we may be able to investigate and find what's up there. But that's just going to put us in more peril because, well, there's everybody's guards and magistrates and this lady's husband, Presta. What we got to do is we got to take her with us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're 300 feet up.
300. Yeah.
That's a lot of stories to go down.
Yeah, well, I plan on releasing these other two owls so that they can distract all the other guards and stuff too, so we can get out.
So we're going to get Preston and we're going to try to climb out of here? Or we're going to walk down the stairs?
Well, let's see. Maybe she's got something up her sleeve.
All right, yeah, that's the plan. Tesro's with Presta, right?
Tesro is, yes.
The wall of air is still here?
Yeah.
I'll say that the wind wall is dissipated.
Okay. So can I get back to where Tesro is? Yes.
Wait, could you bring Tessero's stuff too?
Yeah, I'll grab Tessero's stuff and I'm gonna portage it back to Tessero real quick here, which should be plenty room for me to do that.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna creep past this so I don't get stuck in it. All right, Tessero, I got you junk.
Nice.
All right. So Presta says, my husband will be back. It's just a matter of time. He's gonna blame you guys for this. And he's just, as I mentioned to your friend, he's just not been acting himself lately. But he is a good man. I think it has something to do with the regent. I heard the guard saying something about a man in black being seen walking into the building or coming into the building in some way. I don't know what that means.
Turn and look at Avallónë. Are you this man in black?
I'm not the man in black. I don't know who this man she speaks of is, but it's not me.
You sure?
I'm very sure.
Let's do. All right. So you dominated person. John, do you know what your DC is?
No, I don't.
All right. So the way you find it is you go into your character sheet and you click on the spells tab. Up at the top, it says spell save DC.
16.
All right. Cool. All right. So wisdom save. Oh man. All right. All right. He is dominated.
Okay, and then I am going to use my action to take total control, which means he only does what I tell him to do until my next turn. I'm going to tell him, bring me the stone. Or bring us the stone, I should say.
All right. He says, what stone?
Volunteer?
Say that the stone that was upstairs.
Don't play dumb with me, boy.
It's been stolen by the man in black. I wish I could bring it. I would be a hero.
All right.
Was it you?
I'm not the man in black.
Are you the man in black?
He's a longer
He keeps
nose.
saying this, but he is clearly a
He's
man in
a
black.
man in black.
He's not the man in black.
Not that man in black.
He's not the man that I saw turn into the shadow. Or something.
All right, that's the end of my turn. Now we know not to bother going upstairs.
So as I was taking a leak downstairs, I was thinking, what I'm curious is like the story is clear to me, obviously, because I've planned all of this, but I'm wondering sort of, and I mentioned a few things like bits and pieces that you guys had sort of heard, but do you guys have an understanding of what's going on here? Does someone want to sort of, they think they can summarize like what you're doing here?
Well, the shadow stole the Palantiri. We got to get out and go find it. Chances are it's up in the north, whatever place. So I figure we're probably going to go there first. My guess. After we get out of here.
More importantly, is just destroying the shadow or trying to get it out of here.
Okay. And you guys have like what is your thoughts on or what are your thoughts on the regent of Avallónë? Was this
Seems possessed.
Yeah, he's definitely not normal. I don't think. I mean, it was odd to me that So there's something that's odd about it. He's been acting weird, right? But he could have just killed us. I don't really know why he kept us alive. So that's the part that makes this a little stranger than strange, right? If he was just shadow possessed, then he would just get rid of us, right?
Well, I don't know. The shadow might not be dumb and could be using us as scapegoats.
Scapegoats, possibly.
Scapegoats.
Goatscapes.
Well, you got to think. So if he is possessed, you got to think that he's still like displaying like he's still the regent, right? And he's still ruling the city. And the elves in the city are not evil, right? They're not all possessed. So like if he started doing like super evil things all the time, but everything that he said to you guys is like, I need to protect my city. Like bad things are coming into the city. Like I'm just trying to protect the people. But he's obviously not like just outright murdering people.
Yeah. It's odd. He's not doing the right thing, but he's not doing the wrongest thing. I guess it's
The wrongest. So you have
the wrongest.
You've identified a couple of things. The shadow is here, which is not. It wasn't here before, right? So that's bad. 2, the Master Palantiri is now missing, and something about this man in black, and he's related somehow to the shadow, possibly is the shadow. And 3, there's a powerful man here in a very well-known and historic elven city who is now possessed by the shadow. But is he in 2 places? The shadow in 2 places, so it's not clear sort of what's going on. So I guess you'd have to ask yourselves as characters, like, what would, are you guys going to clean house? Yeah, well, yeah. What's the priority? Would you go after the stone? Would you confront the regent? Would you, what do you? You're hit with all of this all of a sudden. You met all of these people, like, and bells started ringing, and then you found out all this information. So it's like all of this is happening really fast, and you guys got to kind of make a decision.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my only thing to run on is that this whole thing has always been about the stone for us, at least, right? It was a different stone before, but it was the same reason, I would assume. So we started this whole thing with trying to keep the stone away from these people, or a stone that would lead them here, essentially, and they got here anyway. So we haven't really finished that up to stop them from doing this thing. That's all that really matters, I think, to Riken, right?
I mean, I think that we know that we released a shadow, and the shadow's here, and we know that the shadow. We think the shadow took this stone, so we don't really care about the regent. We just need to go after the shadow.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the regent can do besides zap us for 40 damage in a pop. So, yeah. I mean, I want the stone. I want to stop the shadow. That's all that Riken wants.
So for the purposes of time, I'm going to say the rest of these guards have cleared out of here, except for, and this Northern Elf too, So except for this guard you have dominated. So let's maybe if you question him, he can tell you what he knows. And we'll say that you let Presta out too. You flip that switch over there. And so Presta's out now. You have this guard who's dominated that you can question. And then, you guys can kind of decide what you want to do from there.
Well, Presta's just been telling us that she thinks her husband's a good man, blah blah blah, right?
Yep.
Does she think what's up with him? Does she think that he's possessed in some way, or is he?
Well, it's never occurred to her that. She hasn't seen the things you guys have seen, so nothing like this has really ever happened to Toleracea. So she doesn't know what's going on, but she thinks it's related to the regent. She doesn't trust the regent anymore. She used to, but she doesn't know what's going on with him. Like he obviously hasn't hurt her, but he unwillingly locked her up, which is crazy.
Yeah.
What can she do? Does she have powers? Does she do stuff? Does she answer phones?
You asking
Your
of this?
staff skills.
Is your question is, do you have powers? Do you do stuff?
No.
Could we explain to her what we've seen and what we think is happening, so that she, maybe she can shed some more light on what's going on.
Yeah, she really doesn't. She doesn't
know.
She doesn't know. What she does know though is that if you guys stay here, you're gonna probably get killed at this point.
Well, yeah, if that dude shows up, we're toast immediately.
So yeah, but you still have this elite guard who might know more. She doesn't know anything else.
Yeah, well, let's ask him. Say, hey, what do you know? But I'm going to use my intimidation on him.
He's dominated, right? So.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just prestidigitate myself back to civilized standards and say, what do you know about the magistrate?
You mean the regent?
Yeah, the regent. Sorry.
The regent is a good man, and he hand selected me from among the guards of the tower to be a part of his. This was recently a part of his elite bodyguard staff.
Wasn't he so much protecting?
Our land has been invaded by dark creatures as of late.
Why does he keep blaming us? We have nothing to do with these dark creatures except to take them down. That's pretty obvious.
He says, is it any coincidence that it all started when he, and he points to the man with smoke coming out of his mouth, showed up in town, and that you have escaped at the same time that the stone has been stolen.
All right, that seems fair.
and technically, we have a lot to do with it.
Yeah, technically we did bring the shadow here.
We released it, so
I guess yeah, that makes sense. I would sort of agree with him silently.
He's like, oh, okay, well, yeah. Well, I say, I'm a herald of Vanya. We don't bring shadows. We defeat shadows who are accidentally brought by mortals. You get it? Anyhow, what can you tell us about the changes of the? Oh fuck! I got to write these guys down because it's the magistrate or
it's the regent. The
regent.
Yeah, so right, the regent sort of rules when the king is away, right?
Oh well, where's the king?
The king is in his home city of Avallónë.
Oh, maybe we should go talk to the king.
Have you all looked at the maps? I showed you individually in your origin sessions, but if you'd like, let's look at the straight.
Well, you know what? I know a place where I'm trusted.
Right? You see Avallónë on this map?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, to the north.
Yeah, so that's the home city for the Talaran elves. You guys are on the eastern coast of southeastern coast of Ericea. in their sort of second major city of.
Okay, hold on here.
So the king can't be in two places. So he has a regent here in Avallónë.
Maps. So that's Erisea.
You want to ask him anything about? I'm going to clear the turn order here and get this window done. Anything about the Man in Black or the theft or whatever?
Yeah, what happened? It just some dude came by. Did he kill anybody, or did the stone just disappear?
So after the fact, some of the guards remembered seeing like a shadowy creature, and he basically describes. Let's see if I. Let's see if I can show him to you. God, where is he? There he is. So he basically describes this guy.
Yeah, I've seen him.
And he, and this is what they described after the fact, but they basically woke up and this was on the floor above you guys where the stone is being kept, and the stone was gone, and there was a trail of smoke essentially heading to the northeast.
I mean, I guess that's where we're headed, right? The northeast.
I don't know if we could go to anybody to learn some more about what maybe we should do.
I'm sorry, northwest. You can't go east. You're on the eastern coast, so northwest.
Into the island.
Into the islands.
Yeah. That's all we've got. So if this is what we're doing, if we're trying to figure out who stole the stone and trying to get the stone back, that's where we're going, right?
So when Presta overhears this, that the shadow has basically traveled into the land of elms. Let me show you another map here. He traveled into the land of elms. She says that he must be going to either the Cottage of Lost Play or Corterian.
Oh, there it is, right in the middle, almost.
Yeah, some of you have some of these lore cards too. Cottage of Lost Play.
I had the Eliminore or something. I was there, wasn't I?
You've been at Corterian. You've been at both. Vic, you've been at both of these places. The Corterian is where the Venyar and Elf women ruled. Cottage of Lost Play is where you came to. It's how you came to Tol Eressëa.
But yeah, so I bet half of her servants, right?
Yes.
For all of them. Okay.
Yeah. All at once.
Yeah, all at once. Good time.
It was a menage a quad.
Yeah. And there was an elf buddy that was helping me out, so I gave him a high five. I said, "Why don't you come along?"
The Corterian.
That was the Corterian?
That was a Corterian that happened. Yeah. But the Cottage of Lost Play is on your way. Presta tells you that if you're seeking knowledge of this land or of the lore, Lindo and Vadre of the Cottage of Lost Play would be excellent people to seek out for that information.
That's it then. That's where we go.
Sounds
right?
like a place where they have like vintage video games. Let's do it.
All right, so you guys are heading out of the city. I'm going to say because you have this guy dominated, he shows you a way out of the tower.
Is she coming with us?
Presta does not want to leave her husband.
She's going to be jailed again. It's going to be like, that's... So I tell her, why don't you come to the Corterian? There she'll at least be safe.
She doesn't think her husband will hurt her.
Well, no, but somebody else will.
She says she can't. She says that if you ever come back here, that you'll have a friend here, but she doesn't want to leave her husband.
All right. Well, hopefully you're still alive when I come back.